me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese every day that I...
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' creative quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Dreadnoughts, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 65 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw. Hawkins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On second down, they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they stop him behind the line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out in the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
On first and 10, Hawkins, and his throw is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Hawkins, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Looks like a 9-yard loss And it also brings up fourth.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They go play action here on first down. Flush. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Patton. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw, Hawkins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Back to throw. Hawkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless 1st quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the 1st quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback said, football on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
He'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hawkins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little bit more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out comes San Antonio. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now back to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Patton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Intended for number 19, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tackled with the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, it's Patton, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dreadnoughts are back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Hawkins over the middle. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Throwing on first down, Hawkins. Goes underneath to Martin.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To throw on second down, Hawkins got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back out comes San Antonio. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dreadnoughts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up in Nashville. The LA Chargers in town to take on Tennessee. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one, all tied. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, on the other side, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patton, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Patton. Takes it to about the 37. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Patton, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Patton broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. No, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hawkins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hawkins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Off play action. Hawkins. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry.
On first down, Hawkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Wide open receiver, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Hawkins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. To throw on third down, Hawkins. But he's got his target, Harris. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hawkins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 3rd down, Hawkins. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to number 80. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it.
steps away to his, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
23.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd and 2, Hawkins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Back out comes San Antonio. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dreadnoughts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So now the Eagles down 31-28. 90 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on 1st down. Patton. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for San Antonio, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.